I know that DC is the better athlete.
Here we go.
But
again.
no. Let's not even get into the athlete thing. Let's not even get into the athlete thing.
Because it's just not true.
It is.
Go ahead.
God, your damn mind. Calm down. Next thing you know, he was saying DC, like Olympic wrestlers, is just as bad as curling and that type of stuff. Calm down.
Did you say DC as an Olympic wrestler is as bad as curling? Is that what you just said, Josh?
You trying to compare it to that last time. That's how bad you were.
Are you telling me that you're saying that
DC,
an Olympic wrestler
it's so sad that they haven't replaced his photo on Sherdog is still a Strikeforce photo. How bad is that, Sherdog? Get your shit together, guys. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Update these guys' photos. Look, I'm nervous.
You should be
41 years old. I mean, after talks and conversations, I mean, he had let himself get so far out of shape that the first, 4 or 5 weeks spent in camp was to get his weight down so he could get through 2 to 3 training sessions a day. I'm nervous. I got to tell you, I'm nervous, man. Do I think he has all the tools? Yes. Do I think he can beat him? Fuck yeah, I think he can beat him. He already did.
Well, there you go.
I get nervous. Here's the other thing, though. Stipe looks a lot leaner than he did his last fight. So even though the first fight, he didn't look as lean, right? That's when DC knocked him out. The second fight, he looked lean. He looked like, I had a good camp. He's on task. He knew that I think he's going to try to match the speed, which he was able to do in some scenarios of the situation. This time, though, I'm seeing pictures of him. I don't know if it's because he has longer hair. Maybe, he's got the quarantine haircut. No haircut, I should say. But he looks lean. He looks, I don't want to say ripped because heavyweights very rarely they look ripped, but he looks good. That's making me even more nervous. It's making me even more nervous.
When I say, I'll give you my prediction when it comes to the scale.
Yeah.
And that's the whole reason why. If DC comes in anywhere in the 250 range, he's going to lose that fight. He's going to, unless he can get Stipe out in the first round.
242.
236 is where he needs to be.
Yeah, 230. He likes to fight at 238.
Yeah. Like I said, 236 is where he needs to be.
Kane likes to be at 238, 241, somewhere in that range. Usually 238. Kane likes to be at 238. DC likes to be at right around the 238 as well, 242, somewhere in there. Here's my concern. My concern is that he got himself too far out. He only got in shape. I mean, he's been in shape, but like he wasn't able to really, because he was so focused on worried about getting his weight down for the last 2.5 weeks is when he's really been able to get into his camp. So 2.5 weeks of being able to get fully into your camp, that scares me a little bit. Now, here's the thing. The other thing that scares me is the wrestling. I know he can wrestle. We all know he's a better wrestler, but are you going to force tired? And at 41 years old, it's harder to recover. But are you going to try to force the wrestling so much that you make yourself tired? And we've seen this before with a lot of guys. What's it called? Luke did it with block alerts. He kept trying to take the takedown, get the takedown. Didn't get it, and he just got gassed out. Next thing you know, you're getting knocked out. Those type of things, they lead to like just frustration. It leads to your shoulders and your hands getting tired. So then it's hard for you to keep your hands up. Your reaction's not the same. Those things.
Anytime your heart rate is elevated to a point that you are in a struggling situation, you're not going to react well.
Yeah.
Because everything is not the way it needs to be for you to function at that top level performance.
Yeah.
If DC gets to that point where that heart rate, if DC's heart rate gets into the 160s, he's going to start having a problem.
Yeah.
And it's not hard for his heart rate to get there.
No.
Now he can do things to keep it down. He keep it down to 155, 150, and he's going to perform. As soon as it gets into that 160 range, the wheels are going to start wobbling, man. And then if it gets elevated past that, they're going to start really coming off the cart fast, because at the age that he is, carrying the weight that he's carrying, you just can't recover in the same fashion as you did as a younger athlete. It doesn't happen.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, but here, it's not like Stipe is a young chicken.
No, not a young chicken, but I will say this about Stipe. He's a well-preserved chicken. He doesn't bounce. He doesn't go way up in weight and then way down and then way back. he does things right. You know, Stipe he's mom's home cooking. And, you know, that's what he is. He's the guy that, you know, it's good. It may not be freaking, you know, Chef Gordon Ramsay, like special, but it's fucking good, man. And so you don't always need that fanciness. You just need solid. And if there's one thing that I go off of, you know, and we've talked about it too many times, when you find a way to beat someone, all right, they've got to find a way to stop it. And Stipe found a way with Cormier last time. And he's going to go to that thing often and
early and often.
Here's
the problem with going to the
Dan's
body.
Go ahead. What is the problem with
it leaves your chin open a little bit every once in a while.
It can.
And we've seen DC's got the power at the heavier weight to knock him out.
DC's got power when he gets inside in the clinch, because that's where he's able to, his hips are he's so strong.
Oh yeah.
You know he's strong. I know he's strong. And he's able, when he gets that single collar tie and he moves you.
Yeah.
You know, that's where Stipe needs to avoid those positions. You know, Dan knows what he needs to do to win, and Stipe knows what he needs to do. They have both beaten each other, and there's reasons why those happened in both instances. But if you look at the difference in their wins, you look at that first fight, and you look at the knockout that Daniel landed, okay? Can it happen again? Sure it could. But it's something that you can keep yourself out of that type of situation pretty effectively and pretty easily based upon, okay, I can't be there with this guy.
Yeah.
What happened to Daniel is a different scenario. Daniel got tired and beat himself.
Yeah, that's what makes me think he's going to win this fight. Is that he fell in love with the first fight. He fell in love with the headlines.
He fell in love trying to knock him out.
He fell in love with thinking, I'm winning the feet, I'm winning on the stand-up, which he was winning the fight. But
he was landing big shots.
Yeah, he was landing. But then as that fight goes on,
one of them was doing anything to Stipe to get rid of him.
No, yeah. I mean, there was a couple they kind of, you know, but yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm excited for the fight now. I'm really excited, man.
I am too.
It's gonna be a good fight.
I look at it this way, and this is, people are gonna chew me up for this. For whatever reason, I don't know. The UFC seems to not like Stipe as their champion.
I can tell you why.
Go ahead.
Because he's negative Nancy. When before he got his title shot the first time, it was like, whoa, I deserve a title shot. And as a promoter, you're like, I don't want to fucking build this guy. All he does is whine and cry about getting his title shot. Then he gets his title shot and he wins the title. And then he doesn't fight for a while. Like I want to say he went like a year without fighting. And there was like a little bit of yes.
What are you talking about?
There was a while. Anyways, okay. So let's find a bunch. So let's go and
look at it.
Okay, let's take a look. Dave. I think we went through this already, right? He doesn't fight that. He did fight that often. He fought more. Right there. But I'm saying, like, when we got into this, he was complaining about not getting the respect that he deserved.
Okay. How many guys complain about that? How many? Come on.
Here's the thing. You're the champion. What are you complaining about? You're the fucking champion. Why are you complaining? You know, I mean,
because champions feel like that they are in a position where they should be getting the things that other people are getting.
Winning solves everything. Keep doing what you're winning, and keep doing what you're doing by winning, and no one can deny you of the things that you deserve. I'm
the champion. How is that guy who's not the champion getting these things? That's what they're saying.
Yeah. Stop whining about it.
I agree with you on that.
Stop whining about it, because here's the problem. If you want those things that other guy's getting, go to his social media platform and figure out what the fuck he's doing that's getting people to like him. Okay? And a lot of what DC does is no secret. He's Mr. Positive. And when he's
what are you talking about? Everyone hated DC.
Everyone loves DC. Everyone
No. I'm not saying now. They've turned the corner, and they should. He's a great guy. I'm not saying anything bad about Daniel. No.
Yes.
How many people? God, come on.
They've
How many
always
times
loved
have you
him.
seen people? Dude, you're so wrong.
They loved him when they used to.
You are so wrong.
They loved him when he called John Jones out on ESPN, fucking being two-faced. He's like, how the fuck do you turn this on? You're a fucking pro at this. You're just so fake. Like
And
that's
he
when
did
people.
say that.
That's when people started loving DC.
I said they turned the corner on him, and all of a sudden now people love him, and they should, because he's a great guy with a great personality, and he's good to everyone except maybe John Jones. But I mean, it's
and even he's still nice to John Jones now. He still says, "I wish he'd get his shit together." I like what he's saying. He still kind of sticks up for him a little bit here and there. Why are they giving DC a fucking title shot?
A guy they know is going to leave.
He's going to leave. How much does the promotion not like you to give a guy that you know is going to retire after if he does win the title? It's just going to leave it vacant and make you fight for it again. That's how much you are not marketable. And it's not, I'm not taking a dig at him. I'm simply saying from a business point of view, I'm being honest with everybody. It's true. You're giving a guy a title shot that's going to leave, win or lose. He's going to leave the show. He may leave with the title. And they're going to make you fight for the vacant title against somebody else. That's how much they do not like you. I can understand why you're upset you're not getting the respect you deserve. This is a scenario where you should be like, yeah, no respect right now. None. But
none.
Yeah.
And he deserves respect. He's a good fighter.
I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. I'm not saying that, you guys. I'm not saying. I think he is a good fighter. I think he's a great fighter. Not a good fighter. He's a great.
There you
fighter.
go.
He's a great
there
fighter.
You go. Yes.
Do I think? I think he's got his hands full. It's gonna be. I'm excited to see this fight.
100% agree. Okay.